So we've converted the units of the fridge. They are all in meters. Then we are finding out how many will fit on the long side. This is the length and this is the breadth. How many will fit on the long side? So we are finding out the answer there. It's 15 divided by 1,688. Turn the number into this other part and we see it's 8,886. So the answer there becomes okay, here we have 8,886. So here we said these will be 8 fridges on the long side. So we go on and we ask ourselves, what about on the short side? The short side, width of the room divided by the width of the fridge. What will it be? So you say 12 meters, that's the one for the room from here, divide by the width of the fridge, which is 0,6, this one here. How wide is the fridge? Oh, man. Look here. Wait. Here there's a mistake a little bit because I'd used the height. Please take note. The length of the room is 15 meters. We are dividing by the length of the fridge, which is 600. By this was 600 millimeters. So when you turn it into meters, it's 0,6. So 15 divided by 0,6, you have 25. So we shall have 25 fridges on the long side of the room. And now 12 will be divided by the width of the fridge. This, how wide? This is what we're dividing. This was how long. This is how high. Anyway, so this is, we are going to divide by 0, comma. Why is it 0? Because these were in millimeters. We turned them into meters. This was also millimeters, and we turned it into meters by dividing by 1,000. So 12 divided by 0,542, the answer becomes 22, 22,14. Now, imagine, now here we said round down, so we shall have 22 fridges on the short side. So all in the room, when we use this option, what will it be? It will be the 25 times the 22. 25 times 22, I believe you have 550. That's the first option. There's another option whereby this width of the fridge faces the long side of the room. What will it be? So meaning it will be length of the room divided by the width of the fridge. Length of the room, 15. Width of the fridge, 0,542. How many do we have there? We have 27. 27,78. Round down becomes 27. So on the long side, we shall have 27. What about on the short side? Width of the room divided by the length of the fridge, which it becomes 12 divided by 0,6. I believe the answer becomes 50. Oh, 20, sorry. So all in all, if we use this arrangement, it would be 20 times what? And we get the answer as 50. Times, we have 500 and what? 40. So which one is cost effective? Option 1 is cost effective. Why do we say cost effective? It takes more. It takes more. This one, it takes less by 10. However, this is theoretical because in most cases, we leave some spaces. They cannot be packed next to each other. So that's theoretical. You understand? But actual sense, it could be 520 or 525, because there's some space people will have to move in the trolley to this load that will pass and pick it up, Anyway, we look at another example here or another activity. It talks of a company. This company manufactures cat food, TJS, packs the canned cat food in boxes, and they are delivered to different shops around the country. An image of the tinned food. Now, this is all stories and you have to understand that. But what I want you to understand is that before you do any calculation, the units have to be the same. Are they the same? Yes, they are all in the centimeters. They are all in centimeters. Well and good. So what do they need us to do? By the way, what I forgot to tell you is that we have the mathematical method and the practical method. The mathematical method, for it will say, the mathematical method for it will say volume of the box divided by the volume of the can, which mathematically it would be right, but practically it won't be. Remember, when you pack these round tins, they leave some spaces. Then if you use this volume box or the mathematical one, the answer won't be accurate. Why? For it does not look at the space. It assumes, or it takes it to be that all space is occupied, which will be too hard. Anyway, use the mathematical method to determine. So that means we're going to look for the volume of the the volume of the box. Volume of the box, allow me to do that. It's a rectangular box. So we shall say V equals to L times B times H. Our length, 51. Our width, 43. Our height, 33. I believe you've seen these answers here. Actually, even from here. Oh, height of 33, yes. Length of 51, yes. And breadth or width of 54. So this is it. So this becomes 51 times 43 times 33. So here the volume is what? 72,300. These are centimeters what? Cubed. Using the mathematical method. Together? So let's look for the volume of the can. Remember, volume of the cylinder, it's always pi r squared h. So for us in the scenario, we are given the diameter. We are looking for radius. So our radius side work, it has to be diameter divided by 2, which is 6 divided by 2, which is what? 3. So it's good to go. 3,142 times 3 squared times our height, which is 4. We go on and we say 3,142 times 9 times 4. So here the answer became 113, these are also centimeters what? Cubed. Now our mathematical method comes in, volume of the box divided by the volume of the can, which becomes what? 72,369 divided by the volume of only one can. Only one can. So we shall say 72,390 72,369 divided by, so here we end up having 600. Still here we round down, we have nothing to do. It's 99, so which is approximately 639. Why do we round down? The answer, the moment you make it bigger, that means they won't fit. You will have to squeeze them. So how many full ones fit there? You take the whole number. This one is what? Out. All right. The reason why we don't round off like the normal way is because when you try to force it, it won't be enough. All right. In the same scenario, they are use the practical method. Now we are using the practical method. Look at this question. Use the practical method to determine the number of cans that can be packed in the box or in a box, one stack on top of the other facing up. That means there's one can down, you see, then another one will come in, another one will come in, depending on the layers, by the way, stack on top of each other. So that means we need to find the layers. Anyway, first and foremost, we look for how many will fit on the long side. That's what we have to do. So we shall say long side always it will be length of the box divided by the diameter of the can. So length of the box, they told us, is 51. And the diameter of the can, it's 6. So what answer do we get? 51 divided by 6 equals to 8.5. 8.5, round down, it becomes 8. So we have 8 cans on the long side. What about on the short side? That means width of the box still divided by the diameter of the can, which becomes 43 divided by 6. 43 divided by 6, you get an answer as 7,16667,166 recurring. Anyway, round down, this becomes. So on the long side, we have 8. On the short side, we have 7. What about the layers? If we pack them on each other, so becomes the box height of the box divided by the height of the can, which is going to be 33 divided by 4. This is the height of the can here. Ne? So we divide 33 divided by 4, approximately it's 8.25. Round down, it becomes 8. So there'll be 8 layers. So all in all, the first layer, how many will it have? It will be 8 times 7, which is what? 56. But there are 8 layers inside, so we multiply by 8. So 56 times 8, we have the answer as 448 cans. So, you see what I was talking about. Practically, we've got 448. Theoretically, we've got 639. There's a difference there. You understand? Mathematically, we have 639. Then the practical one, we have 400 and what? Which could be true. I told you as we pack round objects, they leave space. Like take an example, if you've ever opened a bag of potatoes. They're not, okay, they might touch each other, but there are spaces. If you look at also charcoal, the one you use to braai, if you open that pack, there are some spaces, you know? Those are round objects. They cannot touch each other. Boxes can touch each other, like a box of shoes, or books, they touch each other. The space that is left there, it's too small. It's minimal. Okay, we are continuing. Why is there a difference between the practical method answer and the mathematical method answer? As I've just explained, it's because the mathematical method does not do what? Does not look, or it does not consider spaces left by round objects. Okay, this marks the end of packaging. Hope it was nice. You could get any idea. All right. Let's the next class is going, sorry, the next lesson is going to be about measurements, time, money, exchange rate. Okay, let's look at that and we see. All right, this is going to be about measurements. The person called Titiso is designing money boxes and uses 2 designs. Study the diagram representing the boxes below and answer the following questions. The first question, it says, identify shape of box A. We have box A and B. Now, people rush to see this and they call it a cube. People rush and they call it a cube. It's not a cube. This is not a cube. What are the characteristics of a cube? All sides are supposed to be equal. But to take a look at this. This is 6 centimeters. This is 75 millimeters, which is the same as 7,5. So this is not a cube. A mere looking at it first time, you just see it and it's not. Yes, a guess, like guessing, you could say cube. But when you look at the mathematical properties, it's not a cube. It's not a cube. It's a rectangular prism. It's a rectangular prism. So the identify here, we shall say it's a rectangular. It's a rectangular prism. Okay. Now they are telling us to do what? Convert the length of box A to centimeters. It was 75 what? Millimeters. Millimeters to meters, sorry, to centimeters, we divide by 10, which is small to big. Ne? So the answer had to become, don't forget the units. Okay. We continue to question number 1.3. 1.3, they are telling us, hence, because 1.3, so it comes from the calculation you're using are from that other side, 1.1 and 1.2. Hence, calculate the length of the material needed to wrap a box A. We are calculating the length. Now, in this term, or in this way, we're looking at perimeter. You understand? If you're wrapping the gift, you start from one end, you go to another end, you go to that other end, and you turn around. Now, the height won't be much needed, but we are looking for the length. How long will it be? How wide? Then we would have asked the height. But then how wide will it be? Definitely it has to be the height ways. But if it moves around, like if you're wrapping, like, you know, that side there you wrap, you come this side you wrap, you go that side you wrap, that other side you wrap. How long is it going to be? In other words, we're looking at the perimeter. But take note, there's a note here. Each box will be wrapped with a label which overlaps with 2 centimeters. So these are centimeters. We changed this to centimeters also. And these are centimeters. What? It's a rectangular prism. So we say 2 into L plus B. So this be 2 into 7,5 plus a 6. Then this is 13,5, which is 27. To let me see. 2 into brackets 7,5 plus 6 equals to 27. So you've got that one. But remember, it has an overlap of 2 centimeters. So we shall add on the 2. The final answer becomes 29 centimeters. 29 centimeters. Someone else would have said, but it's time consuming. I'm mere looking at these two. This is 15. I'm mere looking at these two. That is 12. Plus the 2 here. So what do we have? 9 and 20. Don't forget the units. Okay, we are continuing. That's how we do it. Okay, come to this other part here. 1.4, calculate, use calculations to find the height of box A. You're finding the height of box A, but what do you have? We have volume given to us as 225 centimeters what? Cubed. We have the length, which is 75 millimeters. Mind you, this has to be centimeters because others are also in centimeters. Eh? So we divide by 10. This became good. What's remaining? We have the width or breadth of 6 centimeters. Wonderful. Then the height is missing. Please don't just fill in to get the answer. So ask yourself, this is a rectangular prism. How did they get the volume? Wow. Volume equals to L times B times height. What do I have? I have volume given to me as 225 equals, do I have my length? Yes. What is it? 7,5. Wonderful. Do I have my breadth? Yes. What is it? 6. Do I have the height? No. It's what I'm looking for. I leave it the way it is. What do? I simplify. 7,5 times 6, I end up having 45. Times my h, the h is not yet there, should give me. So in your head, ask yourself, what number multiplies with 45 to give me 225? Don't kill yourself because you multiplied here. That means the number next to the letter has to be divided on both sides. In that this side, it will cancel with that. Now pick your calculator. Put 225 divided by 45. What's the answer? 5. That means my h is 5 centimeters. Don't forget the units. Don't forget the units. And learn how to scoop out the information given to you. 1.5. Calculate the area of B, which should be covered. Calculate the area of B, which should be covered. Now, remember they said here in this note, they are telling us boxes will not be covered on top and the bottom. The boxes should not be covered on top and the bottom. So what are we going to do? Now they're asking us here, B, this is box B. All right? This is B and this is A. What is the area? That, because this is the top and the bottom is down there. So the area to be covered, it's this other one here. How do we get only the area of this? So this one, if they've not given you the formula, you can try your best, but the formula for this area, it will always be 2 pi r h. Or you can say pi d h. It doesn't matter. Take note of that now. This unit, the height is in centimeters. Yeah, they never gave you the units to use, but in South Africa, we use metric. So the answer has to be in centimeters. They have told you the diameter is that much, 0.5 foot. Yet 1 foot is 30,48 centimeters. So that means this foot here that we have, we're going to change it to centimeters. If 1 gives you if 1 foot, let me do that. If 1 foot gives you 30,48 centimeters, what about the 0.5? What will it be? So I'm changing the 0.5 in that I have centimeters, which will become so simple. This 0.5, look, you just cross multiply. Ne? This will times with this. This has nothing. That means my number that I'm looking for it to be that. So I need to multiply this. Get your calculator. 0.5 times 30,48. I have the answer as 1524. Now I have my diameter. This is the diameter. As I said, I can either use this or I'll use that. Either way. So I have my diameter in centimeters. I have my height in centimeters, which is 3 centimeters. So it's good to go for me. So the area to be covered now is going to be 3,142 times 15,24 times 3. Calculator. 3,142 times 15,24 15,24 times my height, which is 3. I have my answer as 143,65. 143,65 centimeters. Why do you think this could be a 7 marks question? Number one, did you convert? Hey, by the way, number one, you picking the formula. Converting the foot to centimeters. Those are 2 marks. Substitution, other 2 marks. Your answer, 1 mark. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the units. Please, this is paper 2. Units are so important. Take note of that. Anyway, let's look at the other method. What do you think? Or method 2, I'm going to use this one here. But the reason why, okay, you would not use if the reason why I said D, because I see this 2 here multiplies with the radius. That gives me the diameter already. So, okay, anyway, let's look at this. If I'm to use the second method, which says 2 pi r h, I need to look for r. Already here, the diameter is 15. I've converted that. I need to divide it by 2. Look at that. 15,24. 15,24 divided by 2. I have my answer as 7,62. It's my radius. The height is already given to me. So I will come and substitute. I will say 2 times 3,142. My radius, 7,2 now. And my height, which is what? 3. I would get the answer here. 2 times 3,142 times 7,62 times 3. Please put it in the calculator. Put it into the calculator. Don't get scared. Put it into the calculator. Some people can get this much, which is true. This is what we also got. Either way, you understand? Sometimes they might mark the simplification, whereby I have this. Again, I'm multiplying this side 3 times 7,62 times 3, which is 22, sometimes they mark the simplification, but if you see that the simplification, as long as you filled in the right answer, you've used the right formula. Now, the 7 marks here, they were generated because there's no formula that was given. A learner had to look for the formula. 7 marks. Okay. We continue with question number 1.6. Sipo has advised Diso to use box B to store her jewelry as its volume is twice the volume of A. Now, this is a claim we are going to verify, but what are we comparing to find out? We are comparing volumes. We are comparing volumes. Already volume of A, box A, it's given as 225 centimeters what? Cubed. Volume of B, it's not given. So you ask yourself, oh man, how do I get the volume of B? Oh, it's a cylinder. Wow. I need to use pi r squared h. Pi r squared h. Actually, the basic formula for volume, it's the base area times what? Height. Base area times height. The base here, it's a circle. That's why we have pi r what? Squared times the height, which is h. Which is h. Okay, we are continuing now. We are asking ourselves, what do we do next? Remember, we got already actually, even the answer has to be in centimeters cubed because that's what you're comparing against. So we had already got our radius in the previous question, and we got it as 7,62. You don't need to find it again because you already got it. So all you have to do is to substitute. Wonderful. What is my pi? 3,142. What is my radius? 7,2. But it has to be what? Squared. What is my height? My height is 3. So Substitute into your calculator. Substitute into your calculator. Then we get 3,142 times 7,62 squared times 3. The answer became 547,32. 547,32. These are centimeters what? So we are comparing. They are claiming, or they are saying, this is volume B. They are saying it's twice as big as that. So what do we do? Volume A, we need to multiply it by 2. Try it out. Or, okay, I can multiply it by 2. When you multiply it by 2, this is 450. You see? 450. This is volume of A twice. So when you when you look at, when you compare it to B, indeed. So the claim is what? The claim is correct. How do you do it again? Or you would have got volume of B divided by volume of A. Volume of B divided by volume of A. Should you get a 2, then the claim is right. We divide that by volume of A, which is 222. Divide by the volume of A, we see the answer as what? 57,32 divided by 227. So the answer here is what? Actually, it's more than 2. So this simply means what? It's twice. So the claim is what? It's correct. 5 marks. All right, we look at the other question that says, we have someone, this person is coming from PE. She's going to be traveling to Maputo, which is in Mozambique. But they have told you the story here. All right, they're telling us the story here, which simply means the Uber from her home to PE bus station took, take note of that, these numbers are not just given, 45 minutes. And she paid 75 rands. Keep it aside. Then the bus from PE to Johannesburg stopped twice. Take note of that. For 30 minutes each. The bus stopped for twice for 30 minutes. Okay. The bus from Johannesburg to Maputo has stopped twice also. And she stopped twice for 30 minutes and 20 minutes successfully. So that this one stopped 3 times. Okay, study the tickets below and answer the questions that follow. 2.1. What does PM stand for? PM, it stands for post meridian. It's post meridian. But then here, even though you say past what? Midday, you would get your answer there. Or after, stays afternoon. In other words, they wanted you to give the meaning. What does it mean? Though they gave us what does it stand for. But anyway, you would understand what it simply means. It means after afternoon, like after midday, after 12 in the day. Okay, express the time of departure from Port Elizabeth in 24-hour format. Now look here, from Port Elizabeth, the time left is 6:20 p.m. 6:20 p.m. How do we express it in 24-hour system? It would be 1824. Take note, please note. Oh, sorry, not 24. It will be 1620. Take note, please. Here we don't put PM or AM. We only write the time and we are done. All right? We write the time and we are done. Now we go to the next question. Same scenario. The question says, write down the time of arrival at Maputo in words. When did they arrive in Maputo? When do they arrive? Here we are. So here you are supposed to say 20 minutes past 4. Do not stop here, but let us know that it was what? Afternoon. Those are the 2 marks. 20 minutes past 4 in the afternoon. Even though you write afternoon, it's fine. But some people wrote 4:20 afternoon. No, it doesn't work that way. We are looking at time. Actually, it was supposed to be 20 minutes past 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And what does o'clock stand for? This one is the same as of the clock. You understand? O'clock. Sense of the clock. So 20 minutes past 4 of the clock in the afternoon. We want to see that 2 marks. 1 mark for your writing here, and the other one to tell us it's in the afternoon. Okay. Each passenger should arrive 30 minutes before to allow for the packaging of bags and actually clearing, checking out, where are you going? Do you have the right ticket? Are you there on time? 30 minutes. So what time did she leave home in order to get to the bus station on time? Now we are here. Yes, look here. What time did she leave home in order to get to Port Elizabeth bus station on time? 30 minutes before. So if it's 30 minutes before, I don't know. This is when the time the bus is leaving. So 30 minutes before this, what would it be? We need to subtract 30 minutes backwards. You understand? So we shall say 6:20 minus 30. What time could this be? So it's going to be, because we need to know the time that she arrived. So it will be, so 20 cannot subtract 30. What do? We borrow from the 6 hours, and we've borrowed a full hour. And when you borrow a full hour, it turns into minutes. You've borrowed 60. So 60 plus 20, you get 80. 80 minus 30, this is 50. Remember, what's remaining here? This is what? 5. So at what time, they're asking her, at what time did she leave her home in order to get to Port? So she has to arrive. So she arrived there at 10 minutes to 6. So remember that she had to take 45 minutes. You see this 45 minutes? The Uber from home to Port took 45 minutes, and she paid for this. So the 45 minutes here now, they come in play. So what time did she leave home if she's going to spend 45 minutes on the road? So we shall say minus 45 minutes. So in other words, she has spent, she left at this time here. Some other people wrote 17. It's fine, as long as you have calculated. We work backwards. Now, if you find it hard for you to find time, we shall use your calculator, please. How do you use your calculator? Pick your calculator and find out. I'm working backwards, okay? If I'm working backwards, what do I need? I need the time when I'm going to be there. So here it was supposed to be, you use this key here, okay? So it's going to be our 6. You press the key, 20. Press the key, minus what? The time when she, so remember these are minutes, so you don't have an hour, so you put 0 there, that, then the 30, that. The time equals to what? So you see how we've got it? This answer is the same as the one we have here. Well and good. What next? I need, over the time when I need to remove 48. So here I'll just say minus 0, because they're not hours, they're 45 minutes, 45. I'll press that. And the answer becomes 5, which is 5 hours, 5 minutes. Please don't write these symbols. Write it in the normal way. Okay. We look at another question here. How many marks? 6 marks. What does it want? Calculate the speed of the bus from Port Elizabeth bus station to Johannesburg bus station if the distance covered is 1,047 kilometers. What comes in your head? I'm calculating speed. Wow. Oh, I'm given a formula. But the formula given to me is wrong. It's distance equals to average speed times time, which I don't need. I know very well in my head, my teacher taught me speed will always be distance divided by time. Distance, oh, do I have my distance? Yes, it's this much. Okay, what about my time? Oh, I don't have time. That means I need to look for the time. So from Port Elizabeth, now we are only concentrating on this time. Don't talk of the other one way, because here the bus is traveling. This is what we are going to use. The bus is moving. You understand? So